Hello and welcome back to Sunny Talk Spurs, and today I've got a bit of a transfer special for you guys as we're looking at Tottenham signing a key target in the summer in the shape of Morten Hjulmand. So let's get straight into this little bit of a deep dive about this Danish midfielder, and straight away I'm going to put this graphic up on screen that I saw in one of his compilation videos to give you the lowdown on who this guy is, why do Tottenham want him, and a little bit of a secret about him that you may not know. So let's get the graphic up straight away then. His best attributes: he is a tackling, intercepting midfielder who's good at passing. He's also brave, has got good stamina, marking, concentration, teamwork, and strength. And his weaknesses, apparently according to this video, there are no significant weaknesses. And as you can see from his career, he has played for Admira, he's played with Lecce in Serie A, and he's played for Sporting currently in the Portuguese league. And he's been compared to the likes of João Palhinha, Edson Alvarez and Pierre-Emile Hove. He's more of your traditional destroyer type DM, which is quite surprising considering how, Tottenham are looking for versatile midfielders who are comfortable on the ball when it comes to passing, not so much the tough tackling type. So that's what's quite interesting. He's being compared to Højbjerg, who we're actually looking to shift out the club. But Hjulmand is actually a lot younger. He is 24 years old. You can see in his general bio, he's currently at Sporting. His age is 24. His preferred foot is right. His position is a CDM or a centre mid. His height is 6'1", and his weight, if you really were keen to know his weight, down below. But the reason I'm reporting on this is it looks like Tottenham are keen to sign the midfielder who was actually recently linked with Manchester United. I was having a scour of the internet, and it seems to be that Hjulmand was more linked with moves to Manchester United in recent weeks. And that's quite obvious because Manchester United are lacking in their midfield positions. You look at Casemiro isn't getting any younger, Eriksen in the team, Amrabat, who had an absolute howler against Manchester City at the weekend. But at the same time, Tottenham are looking at more defensive options in midfield because, the likes of Ollie Skip, Højbjerg, Saul might need some cover. So that's the reason why Hjulmand is on the list. But after reading a few articles on the internet, I found out some very interesting facts about the midfielder, and in particular that he has got an Arsenal tattoo on his arm. I'll get a picture of it on screen right now. So again, another Tottenham player who has links to Arsenal. I'm thinking of Serge Aurier and I'm thinking of Matt Doherty in recent history. But some articles read that Tottenham chasing transfer for former Manchester United target who has Arsenal crest tattooed on body and idolised Patrick Vieira. And then it goes on to say Tottenham are interested in signing Sporting Lisbon star and huge Arsenal fan Morten Hjulmand, according to reports. Spurs are claimed to have sent scouts to watch the midfielder in action. I believe that game was against Benfica recently. Hjulmand, 24, has made no secret of his Arsenal obsession, however, and even has the crest tattooed on his upper left arm. And according to Portuguese paper Record, Spurs sent scouts to watch him in action as Sporting beat rivals Benfica 2-1 last Thursday. And I was actually in Lisbon when this game was going ahead. So, it all sort of links up nicely, all these stories. But again, the article goes on to mention that Tottenham are looking to shift some midfielders on and make way for a potential signing such as Hjulmand. But I do find this one quite strange because, as I mentioned, if he's being compared to the likes of Palhinha, Højbjerg, they are the traditional destroyers, as I have mentioned. Whereas, I believe we need someone more in the mould of a Basuma, maybe a Sarr or a Bentancur. A versatile midfielder who can pass a bit stronger, who could finish if needs be, who is a bit creative, who is comfortable at dribbling. To me, Hjulmand, from what I'm seeing from his highlights, he is like Højbjerg. He tackles, he gives. That sort of like simple midfielder, I want to say. But so that's why I've got some question marks over it and wondering whether this is actually the perfect signing for Tottenham to be making you know, in the summer. And I've even read on his Wikipedia, after signing for Sporting last year, he's actually got an 80 million euro release clause. So I don't know if Tottenham will want to be paying that much money. You know, we've been linked to Conor Gallagher. We really want a midfielder in the summer. A midfielder and a winger seem to be the avenues we are going down. And does Hjulmand, for his age, actually offer anything that we've got already? I'm not so sure. But before we go any further, I'd just like to say a huge thank you for watching the video so far. If you are enjoying it, why don't you leave a like on it, subscribe to Sunny Talk Spurs, and hit the notification bell because it will let you know when I've gone live. And also you can become a member in the link in the description down below for 99p a month, and you get exclusive access to my podcast, Nice One Sunny. I really appreciate that. But moving on now, and I'm going to pull his FB Rev stats up on screen. They're okay reading. I don't think they're anything to write home about or really get, you know, excited about. You know, his passing seems somewhat good, but not a lot of progressive passes or carries. As I said, I have watched his compilation on YouTube, as you do. Like I didn't know who the player was after seeing the reports, but after watching his sort of compilation, I did see this sort of, as I previously mentioned, this sort of pass and move sort of player. He is just your typical old-fashioned six, not like this modern one, like a Basuma type. And I've been watching Basuma. I think against Crystal Palace, Basuma was absolutely fantastic. And I'm wondering, after seeing a bit of Hjulmand, can he be that player? Again, Edson Alvarez was linked in the similar bio. He is, again, that sort of player. Destroyers. And, you know, it is quite interesting that the Destroyer is not somewhat of a favourable player in modern football. The more modern football is this versatile midfielder who can do it all, which, you know, is hard to come by. You look at Declan Rice or Caicedo, dictating play, scoring some goals, maybe not Caicedo, maybe more Rice, and getting assists, but they are really hard to come by. And you think about Basuma, we only paid £25 million for the player back 2 summers ago. 3 summers actually this year. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm convinced about this and whether this is the right way for Tottenham to be spending their money. I don't know if he's a top target. We have obviously a lot of scouts out in Europe looking for key talent. And actually, this is quite an older profile. I say older, 24 years old, but an older profile we're looking at for a player. So I'm not sure about this one. I'm not fully convinced, especially some of the players he is compared to. You know, Palhinha, I think, is a fantastic midfielder at Fulham. He's 28, but again, would he be comfortable with Ange ball? I'm not so sure. We've seen Hove is not too comfortable with playing that style, but I guess if you want a player to come on and defend like Hove has been doing, maybe that Hjulmand is that type of player to, you know, fit the mould. But at the same time, I feel like there are better options out there, more versatile midfielders who would fit the brief. So yeah, I'm not so convinced about this one. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Hjulmand would be a good signing? What do you make of his Arsenal tattoo? Should that just write off that he shouldn't be signed straight away? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And as I said halfway through the video, if you are new around here, why don't you leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sunny Talk Spurs, and hit that notification bell because it will let you know when I've gone live. And link in the description down below to become a member of Sunny Talk Spurs for only 99p a month, and you get exclusive access to my podcast, Nice One Sunny. And until the next video in the next few days, I'll see you then. Bye bye.